Marvin Heemeyer, a man whose name became synonymous with extreme rebellion against small-town politics and systemic oppression in Granby, Colorado. In this video, we delve deep into the motivations, actions, and legacy of a man who took a stand in a manner most unconventional and shocking. Marvin Heemeyer was born on October 28, 1951, on a dairy farm in South Dakota. In 1974, he moved to Colorado because he was stationed at Lowry Air Force Base. In 1989, he moved to Grand Lake, Colorado, about 16 miles away from Granby. His friends stated that he had no relatives in the Granby-Grand Lake area. John Baldry, a friend of Heemeyer's, said that he was a likable person. Heemeyer's brother Ken stated that he would bend over backwards for anyone. However, while many people described Heemeyer as an affable person, local resident Christy Baker claimed that her husband was threatened by Heemeyer after refusing to pay for a disputed muffler repair. Baker said her husband later paid Heemeyer $124. Our story begins with Marvin Heemeyer, an experienced welder and business owner in Granby. Heemeyer was a man deeply embroiled in a series of zoning disputes and conflicts with local authorities and businesses. Feeling increasingly cornered and aggrieved by decisions that went against him, Heemeyer's frustration with the local government and what he perceived as its unjust practices reached a boiling point. In an unprecedented act of defiance, Heemeyer decided to transform an ordinary bulldozer into a monstrous machine of destruction. The bulldozer was a modified Komatsu D355A, which he referred to as the MK tank, or Marv's Komatsu tank in audio recordings, fitted with makeshift armor plating covering the cabin, engine, and parts of the tracks. In places, this armor was over 1 foot thick, consisting of 5,000 pounds per square inch quikrete concrete mix sandwiched between sheets of 1/12-inch tool steel acquired from an automotive dealer in Denver to make ad hoc composite armor. This made the machine impervious to small arms fire and resistant to explosives. 3 external explosions and more than 200 rounds of ammunition fired at the bulldozer had no effect on it. Utilizing his exceptional skills in welding and mechanics, he fortified this bulldozer with layers of steel and concrete, effectively turning it into a mobile fortress, impervious to small arms fire and most types of police intervention. This metamorphosis of the bulldozer was a vivid representation of Heemeyer's transformation from a frustrated citizen to a man on a mission of vengeance. The day of reckoning came when Heemeyer took his fortified bulldozer through the streets of Granby. His targets were carefully chosen, buildings that symbolized the injustices he felt he had suffered at the hands of local officials and businesses. The rampage left a path of destruction, with buildings crumbled and a community in shock. This act was a manifestation of Heemeyer's deep-seated anger and disillusionment with a system he believed had failed him. As we dissect this event, we find ourselves grappling with complex themes of justice, retaliation, and the lengths to which one might go in fighting against what they perceive as corruption and injustice. Heemeyer's actions, while destructive and lawless, force us to consider the effects of unresolved disputes and bureaucratic entanglements, especially in small-town settings where politics can be deeply personal. The aftermath of Heemeyer's rampage was a community shaken, but also a broader societal reflection on the nature of protest and the fine line between standing up against perceived injustice and taking the law into one's own hands. Heemeyer's story is not just a tale of destruction, it is a narrative that compels us to ponder the depths of human frustration and the potential consequences of feeling unheard and marginalized by the systems meant to serve us. Thanks for watching.